Shit.
但我们感觉已经做的确实不错了，我也是。
Oh my god!
Oh, Lord have mercy. So, thật đấy chứ.
Goodness.
everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Special Friendship Between Me and My Cat. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was an ordinary day when I first met him. I had just moved into my new apartment, feeling excited yet lonely. The boxes were still scattered across the living room, and I was busy unpacking when a soft meow caught my attention. At first, I thought I imagined it, but then it came again, louder this time. Curious, I opened the window to find a small cat sitting on the balcony railing, looking up at me with big, curious eyes. I wasn't planning on adopting a pet, but there was something about him that made me pause. He was a gray tabby with a white chest, his fur soft and fluffy, and his tail curled neatly around his body. He seemed calm but intrigued, as if he had decided that I was the one to befriend. At first, I was unsure whether he had an owner. He didn't have a collar, and there was something so endearing about him that I couldn't help but step closer to see if he needed help. Gently, I reached out to him, and after a moment of hesitation, he took a step forward. That was all it took for me to fall in love with him. I brought out a little food from my kitchen and placed it near the balcony door. He hesitated for a moment before leaping up onto the ledge and walking inside. It was the beginning of something I didn't expect, our friendship. Over the following weeks, the little gray tabby began to visit me every day. He started to trust me more, sitting by my window, purring softly as I went about my day. He would even follow me from room to room, always at my heels. At night, he would curl up at the foot of my bed, his soft purring lulling me to sleep. I named him Smokey, after his gray fur that reminded me of misty mornings. Smokey wasn't just a companion. He became my source of comfort. After long, exhausting days, his presence was a calming force. On days when I felt overwhelmed or lonely, he would be there, rubbing against my leg, his purrs filling the air. He always seemed to know when I needed him the most, and I began to look forward to our quiet evenings together. It wasn't just his companionship that made Smokey special. It was his little quirks that made me smile every day. He would chase after his tail, or leap high into the air trying to catch an invisible butterfly. He had a way of making the simplest things fun. I had never realized how much joy a cat could bring into my life until Smokey came along. He wasn't just a pet. He was a friend, a little soul who had unexpectedly found a place in my heart. The bond between us deepened, and I soon realized that he had become more than just a cat in my life. He was my confidant. Whenever I had a bad day, I would sit on the couch, and Smokey would climb up beside me, resting his head on my lap as if to say, "Everything will be okay." I would gently stroke his fur, and the stress of the world seemed to melt away. Smokey had a way of grounding me, reminding me that sometimes we don't need words to feel understood. As time passed, Smokey became an inseparable part of my daily routine. His morning greetings, with his soft meow and affectionate nuzzles, became my favorite part of the day. No matter what was going on in the outside world, I knew I had someone waiting for me at home, someone who would always be there, loving me unconditionally. The friendship we shared brought a sense of peace into my life. I realized that our bond wasn't just about the companionship of a pet, but about the way he had become a constant presence that filled the empty spaces in my heart. Smokey taught me the true meaning of love and loyalty in a way I had never experienced before. Our friendship wasn't perfect, of course. There were moments when Smokey would knock over a plant or scratch at the furniture, but these little mischiefs were nothing compared to the joy he brought. In return, I made sure he had everything he needed: food, toys, and, most importantly, love. I made a promise to myself that I would always be there for him, just as he had been there for me. Now, whenever I look at Smokey, I see more than just a cat. I see a friend who has been by my side through every season of my life, through the highs and lows. He's not just a pet, he's family. A little gray tabby who found his way into my heart and changed my life forever. Our story is one of unexpected beginnings, growing companionship, and a deep, lasting bond. In Smokey, I found a friend who changed the way I looked at the world. Sometimes, the best friendships come from the most unexpected places, and I'm grateful for the day that little gray tabby walked into my life and became my best friend.